Coming up, basketball charges into the Little East Conference tournament. Track and field brings home medals from the indoor conference meet, and we're previewing the women's lacrosse season. Those stories and more next on Inside Owl Athletics. Welcome to Inside Owl Athletics. I'm Matt Holderman. The Owls men's basketball team season is over. Wednesday night, they played in the quarterfinals of the Little East Conference tournament against their longtime rivals, the Plymouth State University Panthers. The atmosphere in Foley Gymnasium was electric as Plymouth State fans packed the house to cheer on their Panthers and boo the visiting Owls. Early on, the fans got what they wanted, as the Panthers forced the Owls into a ton of turnovers, taking the lead over Keene by as many as 11 points in the first half. But the Owls came out of the gates firing in the second half, scoring 9 points in a row to take the lead back. The teams traded blows back and forth for some time after that, but with 52 seconds left in the game, Nick Redden buried this three-pointer for the Owls, giving them a 6-point lead. However, there was no quit in the Panthers, as they cut the lead to 3 with just 7 seconds left. Then, on the final possession of regulation, the unthinkable happened, as Jalen Leroy nailed this three-pointer for the Panthers to send the quarterfinal game to overtime. James Inozie and Ben Olsen scored 6 points for the Owls in overtime, but once again, Leroy hit a final second shot to give Plymouth State the lead, and this time, the win. The Panthers defeated the Owls 72-70 for their first win over Keene State in the playoffs since 2003. At the end of the game, senior Ben Olsen stepped off the court for one final time, and despite the tough loss, he couldn't put into words how happy he was to have played basketball for the Owls.
Oh, jeez, it was incredible. I mean, there's so many people I met. I got to hang out with Coach Kane a lot. Dude taught me a lot of advice. Coach Hastings. All the guys, whether it was coming in freshman year with all those seniors, whether there 6 or 7 of them, taught me a lot. I grew as both a basketball player and as a human. And just, the things I learned are just, I don't know, incomparable to anything I've ever experienced.
The Owls ended the season with an overall record of 10 wins and 16 losses. The women's basketball team traveled to Castleton on Tuesday for their LEC quarterfinal game. The Owls were fired up, hoping to win after 2 regular season losses against the Spartans. The Owls won the tip-off at the start of the first quarter, and the game was underway. With about 4 minutes left in the second quarter, Abby Grandmason shot this deep three-pointer to bring the Owls to a 1-point game against the Spartans. The Owls were firing on all cylinders coming into the second half of the game. Haley DeRoja makes a defensive rebound and passes it off to Kenzie Bennett, who sinks a 3-point shot to bring the Owls to a 27-30 game. Tamara Gagne made a defensive rebound to set up Jordan Burke with an easy layup for the Owls. That wasn't enough for the Owls to secure the win over Castleton, though. The Spartans advance into the next round of the playoffs with a final score of 54-46. The Owls finished their season with a 6-10 conference record and a 7-19 overall record. The men's lacrosse team hosted Western New England's Golden Bears on Tuesday. Opening things up with Western New England on a breakaway, Will Greer's running shot from the right side was able to get by Owls keeper Chase Chamberlain, knotting the score at 2. In the second period now, Anthony Marcella took it himself, tying it with this shot from distance, making the score 6-6. Close to the end of the third period, Western New England defenseman Kevin Fostich lets this rip from outside the crease. His lone goal put the Golden Bears up 15-9. Into the fourth period, the Owls had some late hope, with a rebound falling to Joe Nutting, who put it away for his 4th goal of the game. It just wasn't enough for the Owls this time. Your final score being Western New England 16, Keene State 13. The Owls track and field team began the postseason portion of their schedule, taking part at the LEC Championships at the University of Southern Maine. As a team, both the men and women placed 5th. 5 Owls brought home individual conference titles, including junior Ben Musesi, who broke his own record in the triple jump for the 3rd time this season. Other LEC champions for the Owls included Rob St. Laurent, Shannon Parks, Nicole Dalmeda, Skylar Gauthier, and the women's 4x400-meter relay team. The women's lacrosse team is ready to take the field at the start of their regular season. On Wednesday, the women's lacrosse team hit the fields despite the cold temperatures. The Owls are coming into this season with 5 conference championships since 2009. The team finished the 2019 season with an 8-8 record, averaging over 13 goals per game. Katie Clark is entering her 12th season as head coach, and she is ready to win her 6th conference title for the Owls.
I feel very confident in the players we have. It's a small roster, but they seem to have gelled together already. They play very cohesively already, and so given more game time and practice time, I think that'll come together even more.
The Owls are set to play against Wheaton College in their first regular season matchup on Saturday. Face-off is at 1. It's time to recognize this week's LEC Athlete of the Week from Keene State. Freshman runner Jacob Pearl is the conference Rookie Track Athlete of the Week. This is his second LEC honor of the indoor season. He earns the award this week after finishing second in both the mile and the 3,000 meters at the Little East Conference Championships. 2 of Pearl's teammates are being recognized as your Owl Athletes of the Week. Both had great showings at the LEC Indoor Conference meet. Senior Nicole Dalmeda took home first place in the 600 meters with a time of 1 minute 42.62 seconds, helping the Owls finish in 5th place. Our second Owl Athlete of the Week is junior Ben Musesi. This is his 3rd Owl Award this season. Musesi broke his own school record this weekend at the LEC Championships with his 14.22-meter triple jump after just setting the record 1 week prior at the Valentine Invitational. Musesi also placed 5th in long jump, lunging 6.34 meters. Congratulations to all of our Owl Athletes of the Week. The Owls will be kicking off the month of March with more lacrosse and plenty of indoor track and field. On Friday, February 28th, both the men's and women's indoor track and field teams will be at the New England Division III Championships. The men will travel to Springfield College and the women to Middlebury College. On Saturday, February 29th, the men's and women's track and field teams continue at the New England D3 Championships. On Wednesday, March 4th, the women's lacrosse team will be at Connecticut College, facing off against the Camels, and the men's lacrosse team heads to Bates College, facing off against the Bobcats. Both games begin at 5 p.m. Next weekend, the Owls baseball team plays a twin bill at Farmingdale State that begins at noon on Saturday, March 7th, followed by a doubleheader at William Patterson University on Sunday, March 8th. For scores, stats, and more, check out KeeneOwls.com. Again, that's KeeneOwls.com. Before we go, we want to remind you there is still time to donate in the Athletic Giving Challenge. 100% of your donation goes to the team of your choice. These donations help teams buy new equipment, uniforms, and help with travel. You can give online until midnight, March 2nd. Go to KeeneOwls.com/2020AGC. Again, that's KeeneOwls.com/2020AGC. That's all for this week's show. For all of us here at Inside Owl Athletics, I'm Matt Holderman. Thanks for watching.